Hillary Clinton and Black Lives Matter had an interesting discussion a few days ago. So the Boston chapter of Black Lives Matter, they tried to go into and interrupt a Hillary Clinton event held up in New Hampshire. Now, Black Lives Matter has done the same thing to Bernie Sanders on a couple of occasions. One time last month at Netroots Nation, and then another time this month in Seattle. And they also very recently did the same thing to Jeb Bush. So they tried to do the same thing to Hillary Clinton. However, they were barred from the event by the Secret Service because they came late. So they had to go to an overflow room where they eventually did have an interesting discussion with Hillary Clinton. Now, this first part of this discussion, this full-length 15-minute discussion, the full-length discussion is in the link below. But this first part of it, I'm going to take issue with on the part of Black Lives Matter. So, Black Lives Matter, one of the first things they did is that they asked Hillary Clinton about her part in lobbying for the passage of a terrible crime law bill signed back in 1994 while her husband, Bill Clinton, was obviously president. So this terrible crime law bill, which Hillary Clinton lobbied for, it basically created the foundation of this terrible criminal justice system that Black Lives Matter is actively fighting against today. That's the whole premise of their movement. So they obviously, legitimately wanted to know if her views had changed and would she acknowledge her part. Now I'm going to take issue with it, so check it out.
And I genuinely want to know, you and your family have been, in no uncertain way, partially responsible for it, more than most. Now, there may have been unintended consequences, but now that you understand the consequences, what in your heart has changed that's going to change the direction of this country? Like, what in you, like, not your platform, not what you're supposed to say. Like, how do you actually feel that's different than you did before? Like, what were the mistakes? And how can those mistakes that you made be lessons for all of America? For a moment of reflection on how we treat Black people in this country.
Yeah, see, that is totally counterproductive. That does not help the situation whatsoever. Because understand the magnitude of the situation. You have the golden opportunity to sit down with one of the most powerful women in the world. The woman who in all likelihood will be the future president of the United States. Because listen, I love Bernie, of course. Y'all know that. But the reality of the situation is that this current polling shows Hillary Clinton has the highest chance of any other candidate in this field to be the future president of the United States of America. Understand that. So Black Lives Matter now has the golden opportunity to sit down with this person and to lay out their agenda to this person and to show this person that they mean business. And one of the first things they do is ask this person to accept responsibility and acknowledge their role in signing some sort of crime bill back in the 1990s. Now, I don't want to downplay that because it was a disastrous crime bill. It laid the foundation for the terrible police system that Black Lives Matter is actively pushing against today. Right? We get that. But that situation is over. Bill Clinton is long removed from being the President of the United States. Hillary Clinton is 15 years removed from being the First Lady of the United States. Right? It's long gone. That situation is long over. Right? So now she is running for President of the United States, and she in all likelihood will be the future President of the United States. So you've got to come there and lay out your agenda. Come prepared, and the first thing you need to do is not ask her to accept responsibility for lobbying for some crime bill back in the 90s, but no, the first thing you need to do is lay out your agenda and tell her that if she does not support this agenda, you will raise political hell. That's what you've got to do. That's what movements are all about. And that's exactly what Hillary Clinton is about to tell them in this next clip right here. She's about to school them.
This is and has always been a wet problem of violence. It's not, there's not much that we can do to stop the violence against us.
Well, if
and
that
is
is
a conversation that I push
okay,
back.
I understand what you're saying.
Also respectfully.
Yeah. Well, respectfully, if that is your position, then I will talk only to white people about how we are going to deal with the very real problems.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
No.
But like what I'm saying is, what you just said was a form of victim blaming, right? You were saying that what the Black Lives Matter movement needs to do to change white hearts is
no, I'm not talking about. Look, I don't
change.
believe you change hearts. I believe you change laws, you change allocation of resources, you change the way systems operate. You're not going to change every heart. You're not. But at the end of the day, we can do a whole lot to change some hearts and change some systems and create more opportunities for people who deserve to have them, to live up to their own God-given potential, to live safely without fear of violence in their own communities, to have a decent school, to have a decent house, to have a decent future. So we can do it one of many ways. You know, you can keep the movement going, which you have started, and through it, you may actually change some hearts. But if that's all that happens, we'll be back here in 10 years having the same conversation.
Julie,
because we will not have all of the changes that you deserve to see happen in your lifetime because of your willingness to get out there and talk about this.
Absolutely. Could not agree more with Hillary Clinton inside that clip. Because understand, we know Hillary Clinton is not some sort of principal candidate who's going to take a real clear stance on these issues. We get that. We get that. She has no real heart. She does not really give a crap about these issues. We get that. She's too far gone inside this political system. We understand. However, what she told these people, she told them a cold, hard truth. The fact of the matter is that you got to be able to tell people like me, these seasoned, classic, nomadic politicians who go wherever the corporate money and the public opinion goes. You got to be able to convey to people like me that if we do not adopt your agenda, you will raise political hell for us, and we do not want that because it will destroy our careers and it will keep us out of power. And that's the one thing that we cannot have happen. And once these politicians understand that you mean business, that you will raise political hell if they do not fall behind your agenda, that's where you actually have to have a clear set agenda so that they understand that once they get in power, they know just what to do to be able to appease you and to be able to help you and your serious movement be able to change the situations of your people. Otherwise, nothing is going to get done. It's just not. And Black Lives Matter, they did not walk into that discussion with a clear set agenda. Right? And people will say, okay, we'll just go on the website. The heck? Okay, so you want Hillary Clinton, one of the most powerful women in the world, to just pull out her phone, whip it out, and just Google Black Lives Matter. Go to the website and look at, oh, they want to support this. Okay, now I get it. No! No, you're talking to the likely future president of the United States. What you need to do is have that talking point right ready to go inside your head. Like I'm talking right now, like I know what I'm about to say before I actually say it. What you need to do is have that right there in your head before you actually say it. Or else you're not going to be taken seriously, and Hillary Clinton doesn't know what to do because she's a busy woman. She's not going to take time out of her day to Google what Black Lives Matter supports. No, you need to actually tell her. Okay? It doesn't work like that. You've got to have a clear set agenda ready to go when you have the golden opportunity to discuss things with her. Because you're not going to be taken seriously otherwise. So, hopefully, they take this advice from Hillary Clinton seriously. Hopefully, they implement it inside their strategy so that they can actually resemble some sort of new civil rights movement, so they can make serious strides and changes for the black community that are positive and can help end this vicious cycle of violence committed against us. Hopefully. But from the looks of it, it doesn't. Because right after this discussion, they go talk to the media and they say, well, there was a disconnect between us and Hillary Clinton. We don't really think she'd get it. She said what she wanted to say. You know, that's it. She didn't say what we wanted to hear. So, you know, it didn't go overall very well. That's, if you take away that I'm being cynical here, that's why, okay? It didn't seem like they got it. So, it's unfortunate. So hopefully maybe they revisit it, I don't know. But Hillary Clinton gave them some great advice here, and they need to take advantage of it because she gave them the real talk about movements. She told them just how the civil rights movement was successful, just how the abolition movement was successful, just how all of these movements are successful. They tell the people who are in power, we mean business, and they give them a clear set agenda that they can follow, and they implement that agenda. That's how change works. You're not going to be able to do it all by yourself because guess what? You don't have power yet. You don't have power. These people do. You got to get inside the system and change it from within.